peaks here. Just starting to run. That peak right there, that's where I'm going. All the way up. Phew, good times. It's a beautiful day. Not too hot yet, not too humid. But yeah, that's where we're going. And we, meaning you, the viewer, and me, the runner. All right, here's the start of the actual trail. It's kind of hidden here on this random road. Kind of cool. Just starting this thing, you pretty much go up almost instantly, which is really cool. I love this trail. It's such a good training trail. And it doesn't take forever because it's about 5K round trip, which is pretty chill. But still a great workout. I'm huffing and puffing for sure. The birds are chirping. It's sunny in this crazy tropical forest, and I love it so much. Oof, another change in the trees. Now we're up in the pines. Super cool. I love that there are pine trees on Oahu. It makes me so happy. I love pine trees. They're a little different here, but like, it's so soft and it's still kind of grippy somehow, which is crazy. But yeah, you just can't beat this. It doesn't get much better than this. Honestly, no better way to spend a Saturday morning. Just in nature, some good tunes, but honestly, I don't even need them. Kind of just been listening to the birds and the wind hitting the trees. So, it's gorgeous. I keep forgetting that I'm not in Canada and I don't have to worry about bears. That's a whole other story. Phew. Any step here, the first of a few. It's really not bad. There's even a nice rope if you are so interested in using said rope, although this is like super chill, so no big deal. I forgot to film, but there's another step, probably 10 meters long, not too bad. There's a nice rope once again, you can see here, and it's pretty chill. There's a lot of good handholds, a lot of good footholds. It's probably just barely 5th class climbing, just barely. Probably more like rock scramble with dirt and trees. There's a lot of good jugs though, the tree roots. Got one more little one here, and then the big one is the last one. That one's the fun one. It was a whole lot of up. My legs are shot, but getting closer. Gotta enjoy the journey. But yeah, the freaking legs are destroyed. Destroyed. Lungs feel good though. Whew. It's a little cooler up here. It's so nice. So nice. All right, walking up on the Hillary step of 3 peaks, at least for the first peak. There's this guy. Now, what do we call that? Pretty easy 5-0 on the old climbing scale. Not too difficult. Just gotta climb up. There's a harder way, which is up the arete here, but you're looking at certain death if you peel off that thing. The easy way is kind of up onto this ledge and then straight up those cracks. Pretty straightforward. There's no way around it. You have to climb it if you want to go to the summit. And the summit actually isn't even on top of that. It's well up the ridge. The ridge kind of flattens out and then gradually just bumps up. So we'll be getting up there here shortly. Here we go. All right, so just about on top of this thing. I think it's a bit of a way down. You can see my shadow. Top's right about there. If you hang to the right side, it's super chill. Really not a big deal. But, you know, you don't want to be falling off this. You probably wouldn't die, but this shit would hurt. And you don't want to get hurt. So, awesome views up here. Pretty spectacular. Having like a decent knowledge of how to climb things is important for this. You don't have to be like a pro rock climber by any means, but it is helpful to understand 3 points of contact. And if your left hand is on a hold and your left foot is on a foothold and you release your right hand, you're probably going to do this thing called barn door, which is a hinging motion, which could be kind of spooky. And if you're not prepared for it, then you might peel off. So good rule of thumb is cross-body tension, right? Which is a fancy way of just saying if my left foot is on a foothold, my right hand needs to be on a handhold. Otherwise, there's other techniques to get around it, like flagging, which is just counterbalance with your leg that's hanging either in front of you or behind you. But that's a bit advanced. So just cross-body tension, left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, reach with the opposite hand on the opposite foot, and you are safe. Quick little climbing tip for you from a former professional rock climber. That'd be me. And just like that, you've made it up the Hillary step of 3 peaks. Pretty sick. Pretty decent little peel off there, but you wouldn't go far. You just might get hung up in some trees. So you can actually see peak number 2 right over there. And then the 3rd peak. Duke. Haven't been up either of those two. I don't like doing them. They seem kind of worthless. But here comes a plane. Whew, doing some S-turns. That's pretty cool. That must be fun. All right, let's keep moving here, huh? Like I said, the ridge kind of goes up gradually. It's pretty chill once you get above the, what I like to call the Hillary Step, which is actually a Mount Everest reference, which kind of divides the Lhotse face and the kind of like the South Col, I guess, South Couloir ridge line from the summit push. So kind of resembles this, or this resembles that, whichever came first. Pretty sure Everest has been around longer, but who knows. It's a little exposed here, but no big deal. It's a pretty chill ridge line. A couple little sections you gotta skirt, but nothing too outrageous. Just kind of go around this. Stay low here. You can go high if you feel so daring, but I just don't have a desire to do that. So you side skirt. Pretty established trail. No big deal. Going down is usually where accidents happen. So in situations like this, where there's a rope and you can handle all this, there's a significant drop right over there. You're just gonna take an extra second, catch your breath, don't be in a huge hurry, make your way down, use the ropes if you need to, and just make sure that you have 3 points of contact and that the footing and the handholds that the footholds and the handholds that you're using aren't gonna just rip out. Those are good ways to fall to your death. So yeah, you just take your time, piece your way down. There's only a couple steps on this hike that require a little bit more attention. This may be first one on the ridge, and then the Hillary Step, like I mentioned, like I showed you. I think those are the 2 major ones, but pretty straightforward, not too big of a deal. Just take your time and don't get too scared, because that makes you make bad decisions. So all good. All right, so back to the Hillary Step, so to speak. Big thing with this is just to make sure that you're watching your footing and where you're placing your hands. Use the rope if you need to. It's really not that big of a deal. It helps to face inward, but some people prefer to face outward. It's up to you. Just depends on what you're feeling. So not too big of a deal though. Just take your time. And for the bonus tip, have fun. Don't get so caught up in the fear of peeling off to your death. If you did that, it would be tragic, but at least you'd be going out living. I'm just kidding. You won't peel off to your death. Just be mindful of where you're putting your hands and your feet. Ultimately though, why do we do this stuff? It's to have fun. It's to enjoy nature, to be outside, to make the most of this short life we have on this amazing earth. And that is my bonus tip, pretty much with everything, is just enjoy it, because life is way too short and it can end so fast, unfortunately, as we've seen many, many times over. So enjoy it while you can, and climb 3 peaks, for crying out loud. You! The fun stuff is behind me, behind us. I just pieced my way down. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it's helpful for those who want to do the 3 peaks hike, but maybe are a little nervous because they've heard some things about it, etc. It's really not bad, but just a little bit of knowledge on how to climb things and not fall off them. But if you're gonna rate the couple of moves you have to do, couple of climbing moves you have to do on this trail, it would be probably over, like, difficulty rating it a 5-0. I think it's more like if there was something less than 5-0, but it's still 5th class climbing. I think in a climbing gym sometimes they have, like, it depends on the gym, but sometimes you'll see like 5B, and the B stands for beginner. That would be probably an appropriate rating for like the 2 climbing moves you have to do on this, just because there's such massive footholds, and then there's like, it's basically like climbing a ladder that isn't vertical. I'd say a couple steps above stairs, but because you do have to actually like use your hands and your feet. So that's what designates the 5th class climbing, is like, you, like, no kidding, have to use your hands and your feet. But like I said, it's nothing that like people can't handle if you have just a little bit of baseline knowledge, or if you go with somebody that has knowledge. So if you go with me, I can piece you, talk you through it, show you kind of what to do. But obviously it's not the case for probably 99% of you, sorry guys. So it would be helpful to do a little research, maybe practice a little, maybe go to your local climbing gym. There's a couple here on the island that are just starting out, which is really cool to see. I have yet to go, but I've heard good things about the new gym, and it's escaping my mind. I'll probably put it somewhere in the screen. And yeah, it'd be a good place to start. It's certainly a doable hike, but like I said, you just got to be careful on a couple of steps towards the top, and that's about it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Smash the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers before January 2022. That's the goal. It is almost October, so we have a long way to go. So tell your friends, tell your grandmas and grandpas, moms and dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, step cousins, cousins 27th removed, and all the way down, to like this video and all the other ones, all of them, and subscribe to my channel. Winter's coming. The surf is picking up north. Be getting a lot of really killer surf content coming soon. Also, some big news coming shortly. I'll be sharing with you guys. One last look at the beautiful view here of wonderful Kailua on Oahu in the state of Hawaii. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.